army against the redcoats. There was a pandemic that spread through the land by the name of smallpox. Smallpox took the life. 1 out of every 3 soldiers died from smallpox. But let me ask you a question. Did George Washington decide to quarantine everybody and to cancel the revolution? Ladies and gentlemen, I would propose to you that George Washington understood that there's a vaccine for tyranny, and it's number 1, ballots, or it's number 2, bullets.
How many protests have you been to about the COVID-19 shutdown?
3.
Okay, 3?
3.
How has today's May 3rd?
Biggest so far.
What do you think of the shutdown?
I think it's stupid at this point. I think it's been carried way too far. I think they need to back off some, take another look. I'm 82. I'm terminal COPD. If anybody can get bit by this bug, I am. And I'm not worried about it, because I look at the numbers, I don't feel endangered.
Yeah.
I mean, if these were the numbers they'd offer me to gamble, there's no way I'd risk my money. There's no way I'm going to win.
What we're living through right now is something that we've never imagined, at least in my lifetime. It's the most complex and sophisticated warfare that we've ever seen. It is warfare that is, without firing any shots, causing the world powers to basically group together to lock us down in our homes. We're now seeing people that once thought things were conspiracy are now thinking that, man, maybe things are a lot worse than what we thought. The reason I'll support any event down here at the Capitol is because we need to reopen our economy now. The ramifications, the long-term ramifications of this type of Orwellian shutdown are so bad, and people have no clue of how bad it's going to be.
There's also a real danger that more people could potentially die from the economic impact of COVID-19 than from the virus itself. This is why I'm talking about a hunger pandemic. There are a further 135 million people facing crisis levels of hunger or worse. That means 135 million people on Earth are marching toward the brink of starvation. But now the World Food Program analysis shows also, due to the coronavirus, that an additional 130 million people could be pushed to the brink of starvation by the end of 2020. That's a total of 265 million people.
This disease is going to take people's lives like any other disease will. And of course we care about people. Of course we care about our elderly people. But what's going to kill more people than this virus is poverty and suicide rates. And if we are all cooped up in our houses, we're not going to develop an immunity to this.
Do you work on building your immunity?
All my life. My wife used to yell at me about it. You can't eat that, it expired a week ago. Hey, a week ago it's still good, it's probably still good now.
Yeah.
I eat it.
Do you get sick very often?
Last time I was sick was pneumonia. I was back in 04, 05. I don't believe in getting sick.
I'm here to support anyone that, or any group that is going to stand up and revolt against this type of measure, because it's very dangerous what the government's doing. They're playing with fire.
There's a lot of stuff going on in our country. And that includes totalitarian government trying to take control of ours and take away our freedom. You know, I'm not going to spit on what the founding fathers and all those who died and sacrificed for us gave. I'm not going to do that. I've been called silly. I've been called a redneck because I have this flag on my truck. It's ridiculous. I don't care what it is. We're standing up for our freedom, non-violently. You know, I was at a protest last night in Tucson, and a guy swerved into us.
Wow.
And when I went over to get a picture of his license plate, he went in reverse and tried to hit me. America is founded on local businesses and workers, those who are blessed to work. You know, we have the freedom to be successful in this country, to find success, and that's being taken away from us.
When should Ducey open up the state?
Now.
And you gonna keep protesting if he doesn't?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Even if it's a losing battle, which it won't be.
When we were walking out of the Capitol one day, I've been coming down fairly regularly now, trying to go up to the 9th floor and see if I could get an appointment with Doug. Doug has yet to reach out to us, but over the past couple of weeks, we've been coming down 2-3 times a week. And I was down with a gentleman that was laid off. He's a laid off nurse. We were walking out of the building together, and Dr. Chris, who basically is running the state right now, she's the one that's giving all the medical advice for the governor. And we caught her on the way out, and I think we asked her more questions in 5 minutes than the media has in 45 days. We said, hey, we're fans. Can I ask you a couple questions really quick? And she let me ask a couple questions. I turned my Facebook Live on, and we got her. If you notice, when I asked her, I said, are you thinking that every year now this is going to happen? Are you going to tie us into bureaucracy where every time there's a new strain or a new bug, are you going to try to shut down the economy? If you watch the way she smiles and laughs, and the way she says absolutely.
So you think do you think tying the state into bureaucracy like this on a yearly basis should be done? So we should always be ready to shut off our economy on a moment's notice, add on to our public debt in a way that's unsustainable.
I think once we find out more about this virus, absolutely will be.
She says absolutely to that. And so again, I'm really proud of the fact that I think we did the media's job in 5 minutes that they couldn't do, but or wouldn't do, right, or can't do, right? Their puppet masters won't let them.
All the small businesses are being closed except for like all the big businesses such as like Walmart and all the grocery stores like that, which is weird because those big businesses are holding so many people and only having like the teeniest little sets of social distancing by having little stickers on the floor.
All businesses are essential. All businesses. Everyone needs to make a living. It's our natural human right to provide for our families and ourselves.
It's a constitutional right.
Yeah. Yep. Constitution is based on natural rights.
I encourage everyone to stand up and protest this. These are Orwellian measures, and there's more going on here. There's an agenda that's not good. We need patriots to stand up everywhere, every state. We encourage everyone to organize, exhaust every legal option possible. Our founders were so smart, and we have to do the same thing. Be very smart. Go after every little pressure point that our system allows for. It's time now that real, true, integrity-filled people jump in and try to run for office and take back our government. And if you're not someone that wants to run for office, get behind a good candidate. Vet them. Find out where they stand on the Constitution and how strong their will is. Test them.
Are you running against McSally?
I am, yep. Martha's in the primary as well. Yes, barely. She's a joke of a candidate. She's not real. She's controlled opposition. She's a phony. She's a holdover from the McCain machine. By the way, she said on record, this is all on record, that we need to have a vaccine for this virus before we can stop this. She's got to go. She's not a really Republican. She's certainly not a constitutionalist.
Can you come out to the next protest they do?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I make them all if I can.
This election is a rejection of the elites. It's a rejection of the tyrants. I'm self-funding my primary. We will be winning this primary. We will be winning a general election. And I'm going to set a new bar. You guys are going to be very proud again. I'm going to serve you guys like you've never been served before. DemandDaniel.com.
Be your own individual person. Don't listen to mainstream media. Stand up for your rights.
Benjamin Franklin said it best. He said, rebellion to tyrants is obedience to God. A lot of people think of the war that we're fighting is too big, or we can't get through this because the power brokers have the control. It's not true. God at any moment in time can fix this. So we just have to have faith, and we have to know that we're on the right side. Arizona is the last stand. The United States looks to us to stand up against this kind of stuff. We're the Wild West, so no more.
Do you think Ducey will open up the state on the 15th?
Depends on who he's more afraid of.
Yeah.
Us or the people who pull the strings.
So patriots, I challenge you here in Great 48 to be a leading light in this country and go back and civilly disobey every tyrannical order